It's okay. Honestly, we endorse a lot of things. Don't ask us what we endorse. We'll say yes to it. Just pretend it's chill, for the most part. The Coliseum, I rock with that. It's good standard. Fight pits, free trade, bazaars, all of that is chill.
I think it's all chill. What is desktop audio linked to on here? Default? So if I do...
We should not legalize murder. We actually shouldn't even legalize fatal sports.
Yeah, actually, football should low-key be illegal.
Football should be illegal, but even like just like regular sports where it's like MMA where you could kill someone, that would fast track us into the bad timeline so quickly. Like a fatal sport sends us forward like 100 years. It gets cyberpunked out of just immediately.
Bum, 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 bum.
As soon as we go back to legal murder. Amelia, what kind of gladiator do you think you are? What equipment are you rocking? Have you thought about this ever, Hollow?
What equipment is
Yeah,
Amelia rocking?
Because you can get different swords, you can get the net, you can get a spear. There are a lot of kit options for you.
Kit options?
You do. You get to pick a set.
Evbo Yoke. Have you seen? Are you on the Minecraft Civilization wave?
I have watched the first movie, but not the second.
Let's get this over with.
That's crazy.
I have things to do. Net and Trident is so good. Hollow, surely you know about the Net and Trident combo.
I don't. Tell me. Explain each part of it to me.
Explain each part of it right now.
And what, like the origin? Give me the whole.
I
thought this was a combo in Melee until I just remembered the conversation we were having.
Yeah, I was like, I really can't talk like this long about the Net and Trident right now. We're watching this set.
You can't go all the way back to Poseidon, bro. Was it even Poseidon first? Like,
Poseidon
dude,
had
the
Trident,
Greeks
but no
were
net.
so base.
Yeah, no, I watched it with my. Wasn't there one more person? You didn't bring up Jake. Yeah, Jake was there. Jake, Aaron, and
Oh, it's
Amelia and
Jake's
I.
like 8th time watching it, probably.
It was, and Jake left in the last 20 minutes.
Jake's like, oh, I can't look at this part. I'm gonna cry.
I have seen worse movies. I have seen better movies. I don't regret it. It was free.
Do you think Jake and Chris are low-key the two guys from Challengers? No, not at all. They're both too vibes for that.
It's a more upfront vibe if it's to be like that.
Yeah.
It's not as risque.
Yeah.
Zendaya is just Miles.
First of all, it's Rorik.
It's okay. You're right. You're so right.
First of all, it's Rorik. Second of all, they do actually. I do think that Chris wants the approval of Miles in a similar way to the guy in the movie wants the approval of Zendaya.
You just want a head nod.
I think they both have a crush on Miles. Chris does some crazy things.
You go to the chateau, and Chris will just say things you could never comprehend.
It's like I walked into like a 2011 Lonely Island song when I walk into the chateau. You know what I mean? These two also, it feels like Jake does not like the vibes of playing these sets.
I think.
Also,
Go ahead.
Chris won that game, right?
Yes. This has been an ongoing talk about what it's like to lose to your roommate. Last week we were saying, like, how do you approach it when you just lost to your roommate and you're kind of pissed about the set, but you also know when you get home it was your roommate's turn to do the dishes and they didn't.
Ooh.
How do you approach that? You're salty you lost, but you want them to do the dishes really bad.
Now imagine it's your partner. Imagine it's your boyfriend.
Oh my gosh.
What you got to say about that?
How did game 1 go?
Chris won.
Yeah, Chris won. It was chill. Max, what do you think? If Fries was your roommate, or your partner even, and they beat you in a set of Melee, and then you came home and it was Fries' turn to do the dishes, and Fries hadn't done them, would you be extra mad about it? Would these two things compound?
I had to do the dishes and they didn't
that, but they'd also beat you in a set of melee.
Yeah, I'd be extra mad about it, yeah.
Okay, and you just come home with your cookout that you'd love to put on a plate, and it's just, there are no plates. I'm assuming people eat cookout on plates. Do people do that? I like to hear that.
Yeah.
Do you have any thoughts about the tournament experience?
I think this is one of those tournaments where I feel I need to go home and practice an Uncle Punch.
You know, you can practice an Uncle Punch here if you find the right setup. Okay. We appreciate you coming out, Max.
Last stock. You want the mic on? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Jake time. F-Bow jumping for beef.
Amelia, you say it's important, but don't you feel like you're teetering on the trilogy?
Sheik Fox is a good partnership, though.
No, it is not.
Are you kidding me? Are you
not.
kidding me? Dude, imagine being an Ice Climbers or a Peach and you have to lose to your partner. And that's what all the gays be playing anyway.
That's so much more acceptable.
All right. I'm hopping off. You're hopping on.
Max,
Yep.
you're hopping on.
After this set, close this tab.
Okay.
You have to remember to do that.
After this set,
really
close Minecraft Parkour Civilization.
Otherwise, the whole tournament's gonna be.
Okay.
I'm just here with my son, Max,
Yeah, what's
my
up?
nephew.
Yes. My uncle, Michael.
We really brought you in mid-set.
Yeah, I did not see any of game
I mean, go ahead and speak on what you're seeing now, Max. How do you feel about the state of Melee? How do you feel about the state of this game?
1. I don't know. You know, I think Chris, obviously, just like getting a lot better very quickly. But I think Jake, we're seeing the return to form. I think Jake is gonna lay the smack down a little bit, you know, especially like going up the first stock here on FOD. I think that's like very important.
Currently, I think Chris has been a bit of an issue. for
Yeah.
Jake. But
I don't think so. You think I'm quiet?
no,
Oh, in
no,
here?
Max sounds fun. Yeah. Oh, Amelia says we sound quiet. Oh. I didn't realize Amelia had said that. I guess we could remix it.
This is us. We could bump us up a little bit. Yeah.
Your roommate becomes a bit too much of a roadblock, but I do see that Jake always has the higher peaks. Every time there's a run, Jake makes it, but Chris has to not be a part of it.
Yeah.
Chris puts a 50-50 on the run.
This is winner plays Austin. I would like to see both of these players play Austin, to be honest.
I don't know if I'd like to see Chris play Austin. He's had about 5 chances. I think they're 1 and 4.
Yeah.
And I think Jake has only lost, Jake's maybe lost
Was
one
it
or 2
the
sets.
2 at Tech Chase? I think?
Yeah, Jake gets another chance. Jake gets more
Yeah.
shots. Roommate meta is bad, Audrey. I agree. Like everyone's talking about what if I had a roommate and played Melee with them, and I was like, that would just be a bit of a nuisance. I do not need someone to know me so deeply as to be my roommate and play Melee with me. Like, you can think your friend is a freaky Melee player, but then you live with them and you're like, I get what made you freaky. I understand more. Like, you meet the parents and everything. You're like, I get it. I get it.
Oh, stop.
Oh.
Oh, the tech though.
Look, Drew, I get iron sharpens iron, but there is a limit.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Roommate tech is putting a little extra dairy in your friend's pasta when it wasn't supposed to be.
You think Chris is going to go back?
I'd like to see FD, but we know Jake is so tech chase pilled here. And he'll go back.
Oh, they're dash dancing.
I really thought I'd see FD, Amelia. I don't.
Yeah, FD is so good against Falcon.
I hate to say I'm such an FD fan.
I mean, it's against Falcon, you know.
I mean, I like it more than that. Chris would never go. Audrey, have you ever seen that Wizrobe Drug Fox set where Sammy picks FD, like they start on FD and then they play 2 more games of FD and everyone's just like, I wish Drug Fox would pick a different stage, and Sammy said something like where he's like, I feel like if I can't beat him on FD, I don't have a good reason to pick a different stage. And then in that same tournament, Flaming Roy had lost a game to Wizrobe and picked FOD and just took a game. In that tournament, Flaming Roy took more games of Melee than Drug Fox because Sammy just seemingly would not pick a stage that wasn't FD. Yes, Drew, the very same. Now,
I mean, I don't think losing like such a close game like the last one would like make Chris think that he needs to go somewhere else.
yeah, and I don't think he's being stubborn for picking
Yeah.
FD. You picked it the first time. You can go ahead and pick it the second. You clearly think it's better for you than FD.
Yeah. But like, if he got like trashed here, then I would go FD.
I do enjoy having platforms that move and stilt Falcon's movement a bit, but also
Yeah.
having the chance to combo him off said platforms.
Yeah, but I hate when the Falcon just like stomps above the platforms. I know I'm not supposed to like interact with it, but like,
I mean, you can do the run past bear.
yeah,
I do think Falcon gets checked here. It was just a matter of like whether Chris liked FD. We see old boy wants the Fountain of Dreams, the Fountain
Yeah.
of Youth, the eternal play.
I mean, I definitely want to see Game 5 here. Oh.
Ooh.
No knee. 4th row.
That should be a clean edge guard. Oh,
S smash.
left the ledge way too early there, but still got it.
Yeah. Good coverage.
Look, I have to ask you,
Yeah.
how many times at the Chateau have you heard Chris mention sucking toes? Because it comes up a lot when he shows up to my house.
I mean, I can't recall like an instance specifically, but that's definitely not out of the realm. Like, if he said it, like, it's definitely something that came out of his mouth, you know?
Yeah, like you know it's gotta be Jake. It's not Jake. Like Jake isn't hearing that apparently. Miles isn't. But he comes over to my house and starts saying some crazy
gets
stuff about
freaky.
toes.
He gets freaky, and sometimes he gets extremely freaky.
Like he'll just come over, and like one time he came over for gambling, and he's like, "Michael, you got the toes out?" And I was like, "It's my home," and he's like, "Okay, if you say so." And then he sat down for the poker game. He was the first person here, so no one can verify this for me too. I just sound insane.
Chris just showed up at your house, just you and him.
He was just the first guy back. Like, that being said, I do think when Chris is feeling freaky, he's also feeling froggy, and that's good for his melee play. And right now, he's not playing very freaky.
That's true.
That was normal, but it works, and I have no problems with that.
Chris up early, instant up air.
Chris is
Oh,
up, Chris
just
is,
kills.
Chris is up so early, just to be problematic in the living room, right beside the big TV. Sometimes he'll wake up in the morning, and if work's on the couch, he'll just put on Hyper Pop on the TV.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that.
And then he'll tell Rourke, we have to go get breakfast at Gather. We have to go. By this time, it's
But they got more couches now.
they have more couches. so
Rourke
now-
sleeps in the melee room now.
Oh, I forgot they moved him.
Yeah,
Rourke has digs now.
yeah. It's tight. He's making so many smoothies.
Now this, okay, I need Chris to freak out just a little bit.
I know.
Why,
There's gotta be last
no,
stock.
look, charge up smash on the shield is not what I was asking for.
All right.
Amelia, sometimes I wake up at 5 a.m. and just start causing havoc.
On the world around us. Oh, that was tricky.
Missing a bit of a dash there for the Bears. But we're good.
Okay. Chris up a clean stock.
It was a great stomp knee.
It was. Wizzy stomp. Oh, full hand. Wow. Dragon punch.
Chris has chosen up smash as his only grounded opener in the last 2 minutes.
Oh.
I fear that he will come back off this angel platform and rip another.
It is last stock.
Actually, Chris should stop up smashing. There won't net him any consistent combos. We shouldn't full screen, full drift nair.
Oh, not quite there. Forward throw.
Come on.
Dash tag. I don't know about that.
Ooh, okay, nice from Jake here.
Oh.
One last chance to go big.
Oh. It was
And it's
great
here.
coverage.
It's sailing out of the arena. Home run. Jake has just slapped Chris in the mouth.
Out of the park. Into the water. Someone in the boat caught it.
What a stomp.